Welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. We're here to open your mind.
Good life, good life. Hey, in a different lane. Hey, living a good life, 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 living a good life. Hey, living a good life, living a good life, living a good life, y'all.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life. I am so excited this morning. We have a fabulous show for you, and I am on fire this morning. You know, when the devil tries to distract you, you know, you have to recognize it, and so you can be like, you devil, you lie. And that's basically what I've been dealing with. So I was like, distraction sounds like a great topic for Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to get into all kind of distractions today. But of course, first, we are going to talk about wellness. But distractions and getting your mind right is wellness too. But of course, we choose a new exercise every Wednesday, and we choose a food group. So today is going to be Tai Chi. If you haven't heard about it, you're going to know about it today. I had a great friend, Ursula Rochon, actually from our Thursday Relationship Tuesday, told me about Tai Chi, and I started reading up about it. And especially with all the distractions, it's one of those things that can help release all that negative energy. And eggs, you know, eggs have gotten a very bad rap. But sometimes we need to open our mind to living differently in the world, gain a new perspective, because y'all, eggs aren't what you think they are. They're so much better for you than we realized. And so sometimes we have to take off the label, stop, reading a book by its cover or the cover that somebody put on it as a distraction, and realize that it's actually one of the great items that, God has given us to be able to nourish our bodies. So open your mind to living differently in the world. Tai Chi. I am here with none other than, why are you laughing at me? Than Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock NOLA. He is my partner in health, wellness, exercising, pain sometimes, and, just making sure we get it done. He is also a tremendous help with, if I, lose focus with working out or, just getting me back on track. And that's what he does for all of us. So thank you, Bashan, for being here. I appreciate it. And if someone did want to follow Tiger Rock NOLA, how would they do that?
We are on Facebook, Instagram, Tiger Rock NOLA. You can also call us at 504-831-1110, 504-831-1110. But actually, just a kind of quick plug in, for Mother's Day this weekend, we're having a special self-defense class for women.
Ooh.
And their daughter. So it's kind of like a mother-daughter thing.
Some bonding.
So yeah.
That's
so
a good wellness
it's no
technique.
charge. It's free. So
it's free.
It's 2:00 this Saturday at 605 Metairie Road. So meet us there. You don't have to have any experience in martial arts. So we would love to have you. So you can check out our Facebook page. Tiger Rock New Orleans, and you'll have all the information on there for you.
See, y'all, that is the good life. He's offering a free class, but he's going to reel you in, because once you start doing it, you're going to get hooked. I am not kidding.
Course.
No, but that's the good life. It's a mother-daughter bonding experience, so that's really cool. Thank you for doing that.
No problem.
What about mother-son? Just mother-daughter? Look at me putting you on the spot.
We'll have something later for y'all.
I can't help it.
Bring your son.
God bless me with a boy.
Bring your son. Bring your son. That's fine.
Y'all know I was going to ask that, because y'all know I talk about eating all
Aiden's going to be, never mind.
He's going to be just fine. He's going to beat somebody up for me.
There you go.
But speaking of I don't want to say beating somebody up, but exercise and getting out that negative energy, sometimes you just have to release it. And so there's an exercise I wanted to open your minds about. It's called Tai Chi. It's an ancient Chinese internal or soft martial art, often practiced for its health-giving and spiritual benefits. It's a non-competitive, gentle, and generally slow-paced, exercise. The concept of no pain, no gain. 1 hour of Tai Chi actually burns more calories than surfing and nearly as many as downhill skiing. So if you were like, I can't ever, downhill ski or surf, well, guess what? You can do Tai Chi. You can get rid of the same amount of calories, and it's absolutely low impact. But that's just one of the many benefits. It increases your strength, flexibility, body awareness, and mental concentration. And Tai Chi can improve your overall health. So y'all know, sometimes we have listeners who last week we did weight training, who may not be into all of that.
Yeah.
So I try to do a balance of, this is something that a lot of our more mature audience can open their minds and get into. Y'all can find Tai Chi videos. I know all y'all got your phones because they have more people in the world with a cell phone than a toothbrush.
And
you can do the videos.
The thing
from your
about
phone.
Tai Chi, everybody thinks it's for older people, but it's really not. I mean, it's for everybody, really, but it's actually it burns calories because it's a constant flowing. So you're really not stopping at any, so there's a constant flow of motion. You see them doing the different katas or patterns of motion, and so you're really focusing on you're doing like squats and doing all the different things and flowing motion. So it's really a good exercise. I mean, believe it or not, it's a really good exercise. If you see a lot of the Oriental people doing it, and they tend to be younger, or they look younger, even though they're probably older than all of us, but they look younger, is because it's helping with their breathing. And like you said, the meditation part of it is very beneficial, because we all need to meditate sometimes and
absolutely
block out the negativity around us. So
you mean the distractions?
The distractions around us, and then, there you go. I mean, I've done a couple of Tai Chi classes.
Did you
before.
enjoy them?
For me, no. Not necessarily. I can't say I didn't enjoy it. It's just not my thing, because
like some people I
get distracted easily.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to kind of really zone. Like yoga, I'm not a yoga person. It's things like that. I can't really just sit and do that. Not saying that it wasn't a good.
Should be working on though.
Of course.
So maybe you should be doing a little bit of Tai Chi.
I found something that's more up to my speed, but
I'm just saying what had happened was.
I meditate my own way, and so, but yeah, it was a good class though. I mean, I was sore, and
so it worked.
Yeah, because you're doing, like I said, you're doing stuff, I just
want to make sure it works.
Oh yeah,
I've heard that it works. But you've done it.
I was sore. Like it snuck up on me, soreness type of thing. Like I woke up like, why am I sore? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like
it worked.
The first time I did yoga, it was the same thing. I'm like,
because you didn't feel like you were doing anything when you did it, but then
this is not doing anything to me,
That's too funny.
And then I woke up and it was.
But it's funny because they say one of the big health benefits of it is it reduces stress, which is why I was really drawn to it, because there's so many. We're so wrapped up in our day to day. Sometimes just taking that time to be slow and be mindful.
You get so zoned out that I almost fell asleep.
Really? So I'm starting to really like this even more and more. I'm gonna get video.
You do get zoned out.
I'm gonna try one off of YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a way to reduce stress, consider Tai Chi. It was originally developed for self-defense. Tai Chi has evolved into a graceful form of exercise that's now used for stress reduction and a variety of other health conditions. Often described as meditation in motion, Tai Chi promotes serenity through gentle flowing movements. So open your mind to living differently in the world. It's low impact. It puts minimal stress on muscles and joints, making it generally safe for all ages and fitness levels. And in fact, because Tai Chi is a low impact exercise, it may be especially suitable if you're an older adult. That's why you said
a good example of Tai Chi, if you remember the Olympics back in, what was it, Beijing? I think it was a couple years ago.
Sure.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it was the last Summer Olympics or 2 years summer, but in Beijing they did. The opening ceremonies was a Tai Chi demonstration.
Really?
That was amazing.
And now I'm going to look it up.
That's what made me want to try, because I was like, when I'm from my experience of seeing Tai Chi, it's like I always thought it's like these old people, man. I don't want to do that. But then I saw some of this. It was some of the same movements that we do in our program as well. So I was like, okay. That looks pretty cool. So, but the way they made it, if you can go look YouTube that video of, man, it's amazing.
We're going to find it during the break and we're going to post it. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, The Good Life Radio Show, and follow us on all of our platforms at TGL Radio Show on Instagram, at TGL Radio Show on Twitter, because that is The Good Life. Open your mind to living differently in the world, and also open your eyes. Yes, your eyes. Eggs are healthy for your eyes. A lot has changed since, it was published years ago that eggs weren't good for you. I think it was an article in actually 2006. I'm getting this from healthdiaries.com. They said back then eggs were still being demonized by most experts experts because of their high cholesterol content. But y'all, now the government has revised the guideline on eggs and cholesterol-laden foods in general, saying that dietary cholesterol is not a nutrient of concern for most healthy people. I'm putting that in quotation marks. Y'all make sure y'all talk to your doctor. And probably does not raise the cholesterol in the body. It raises the good cholesterol, the HDL, not the bad cholesterol, the LDL. Do I have that right, Doc Griggs?
Yeah, you're reading it right.
Oh, see? No,
You got it
I
right.
pulled that from the back of my
It's good to have a doctor and
It is.
you know what I'm saying.
Well, you see, it's the good life is about finding out if this is real or not. So
This
I'm
goes-
reading it, and he's going to tell you the truth.
This goes along with everything that we have to unlearn. Like there was a no-fat diet, and then there's a no-carb and all that other stuff. Eat the egg. Eat the egg.
Eat the egg, anime. Eat the egg.
If you look in nature and you see the order of things, you'll never notice another animal spitting out the white. I mean, spitting out the yolk. They eat the whole egg. Eggs are great. They're high in choline.
Eat
They help your
it.
heart. They help your eyes. There's a lot of other benefits to it. Egg whites are great, but the real nutrients are in the yolk. I'm glad you mentioned the point about dietary cholesterol. Oh, I can't eat those eggs because it raises my cholesterol. Oh, no, it's good cholesterol, not bad. Dietary cholesterol has more to do with the amount that you eat than it does with the actual cholesterol that you take in.
That's so interesting. So
Right.
I'm going to give you a list of, areas that they say eggs help you, and I want you to tell me if it's right or not. Your eyes. They said eggs are great for your eyes. Is that true?
Well, they have lutein in it. They have a lot of other stuff. Their carotenoid content is really high. Studies have shown that can slow the macular degeneration, which means
Really?
Yeah, it means that you'll be able to see a little bit later. Yeah, so
We all
these
need
big
to see.
long words. The nutrients are more readily available than eggs than from other sources.
Really?
Yeah, and that's with not just those, the lutein, the carotenoids, the whole nine, but eat your eggs. Good for your eyes.
Eat your eggs. What about cardiovascular health? They say, it helps with, preventing some type of strokes. Is that true? Not true?
Well, again, it's the egg is a whole meal. If you look in Discovery Channel and look in nature, as animals that eat eggs, they eat the whole thing. It's a full meal. So it has the different compounds in it. It can be good for your heart. I mean, I don't want to get too deep with the words and
Yeah,
eat
that's
the egg.
okay.
Eat the
Look,
egg.
I don't. Yeah, just look. Give us the good life version.
Yeah.
Give us the good life version. And also, this is the one I care about. They say weight loss, eggs and weight loss. I heard because it has so much protein in such a a compact amount, and it helps like satiate you, like keep you full.
That's the
Or
thing.
what does that do?
Proteins are they stabilize your blood sugar, which means that you'll avoid the spikes. Your glycemic, they call it a glycemic index, making your blood sugar stay more like a slow moving wave of a calm lake, as opposed to the riptides of the ocean. So what it does, because of the high amount of protein, a good amount of protein in it, it's metabolized a lot slower. It's not eaten up quickly like your carbs, your quick carbs. So your eggs for breakfast are a great source of protein.
So
So if you stay fuller longer and you don't have those spikes,
hard-boiled
Yeah.
eggs.
the spikes cause crashes. The crashes cause an insulin surge. The insulin surge causes you to eat quick carbs, which causes your waist to grow.
So I have a question for you because I'm trying to they talk about spreading your meals out throughout the day and getting your snacks. How about hard-boiled eggs as snacks at like your 10 p.m., your 3 p.m.? How about hard-boiled eggs during that period?
I wouldn't eat eggs
Or is it-
too late at night. You don't want to really eat anything. You worry about your cholesterol going up at night, and not because of eggs. 3 hours before you go to bed, there's two enzymes, which I'll get HMG-CoA reductase and PFK1. They alternate. As the sun starts to go down, your melatonin levels start to change from pineal gland.
Mm-hmm.
One turns off, one turns on. Things start to become converted to fat because you're getting ready to go to sleep. Fat in the bloodstream, for all practical purposes, is cholesterol. It's like a liquid oil as opposed to
Ew.
a solid fat.
So it's a good 10 a.m. snack.
Yeah, it's a good 10 a.m. snack. It's
Okay, I'll eat it earlier.
good for breakfast.
That's why we eat it for breakfast.
You want to graze and spread your meals out. Need a little bit of protein. Doesn't have to be an egg. Don't do the just egg diet, because that anytime you do
Right.
a just anything diet,
Yeah.
when you start eating
Too
other
much of
things, you're
anything
get
is
fat. Your
not
body thinks you're
good.
going through a famine or something.
Yeah.
And this last thing, because I know a lot of times people suffer from a vitamin D deficiency, and we don't necessarily, notice it. because a lot of people don't get their vitamin D from the sun, which is what we should be doing, right?
Yeah, eggs they're one of the only foods that contain vitamin D, but the vitamin D deficiency, you have to be careful with that, particularly in African Americans. We have a different level than some of our other ethnic counterparts, so we're misdiagnosed as being vitamin D deficient. Big thing is you want to get outside and get your sun, but eggs are a natural source of vitamin D.
You mean get checked, get fit, get moving?
Yeah, get checked, get moving.
Imagine that. I just distracted you from your focus, right?
No, we all talk about the same thing.
I'm just playing. I just distracted you. Let's see how easily you can get distracted.
Yep.
Sean, look over there. See, I made you miss it.
And vitamin D starts with distraction starts with D, and the vitamin
Distraction
D
starts with D,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what we're about to get. You're about to get. See, they distracted me.
What are we doing again?
I don't know.
What time?
I don't know what. I don't know.
Is that a bird?
It's time for a break. That's exactly what it's time for. We will be right back. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. We will be back with Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL, my life coach, and now yours. Open your mind to living differently in the world. Distraction can. Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back.
Tune in to Up to Date here on WBOK 1230 AM. Up to Date is a daily show that covers the day's top events and how they affect you. I'm John Slade, and I'll be your host for Up to Date, airing Monday through Friday at noon on WBOK 1230 AM. Real talk for real times.
Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development, 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127, 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127.
Are you satisfied with your current financial position? My name is Kenneth Barnes, President and CEO of KB Enterprises, where we specialize in putting together step-by-step financial action steps for your plan for today and for tomorrow. Whether you're 50 to 85 and need assistance with your final expenses, we have coverage options for every situation. Let us put life back into your finances. Call us today at 504-914-1202. That's 504-914-1202.
Over the past 18 months, RTA has added and enhanced bus service throughout the city. These phased bus service enhancements are the result of careful planning and listening to you, our riders. Starting on April 17th, RTA is expanding bus service again. You'll see improvements like getting you to Canal Street by 5 a.m., more service on weekends, a brand new airport express route, better timing on transfers, and more. For the full list of bus service enhancements, go to NORTA.com and follow us at New Orleans RTA on Facebook and Twitter.
At Entergy, we all want to help you lower your bill.
That's why we created Entergy.com/save money.
You'll find tips and tools to save energy.
Save money.
And take control of your energy bill. Learn how raising or lowering your thermostat can save you money.
Log on to Entergy.com/save money.
You can lower your bill.
That's the power of people. Entergy.
Delgado Community College's Youth Occupational Skills Training Program, YOST, is now accepting applications for free training. Qualified individuals between 18 and 21 may be eligible for free high-demand occupational training, leading to industry-based certifications. Training offered may include culinary arts, communications technology, machinists, certified nursing assistants, automotive, front office executive, and NCCER electrical career workshops. Job readiness skills, mentoring sessions, and job placement assistance will be offered. Participants may also qualify qualify for up to $600 in incentives for reaching program goals. Classes are filling quickly, so register now to receive free training that will prepare you for high-demand jobs. Call 504-361-6542 to see if you qualify. Call 504-361-6542. Email us at yost@dcc.edu or visit the Jefferson Business and Career Solutions Center at 1900 Lafayette Street, Gretna, Louisiana, 70053. Call today at 504-361-6542. Yost funding provided by Jefferson Workforce Investment Board Youth Council.
When I got hit in a car accident, the insurance company tried to give me less than I knew I deserved. I called Maurice Reed Jr. He got me $150,000.
I'm Maurice Reed Jr. If you got hit in a car accident, call me, 488-HELP.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
And welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. We're here to open your mind.
Good life. In a different land. Hey, we living a good life. 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 Living a good life.
We are here on Wellness Wednesday. I have Doc Griggs to my right. I have Bashan Jordan to my left. And I am not going to be distracted because this is really like a testimony this morning. I had one of the best conversations yesterday about like getting my mind right, working on my business, moving things forward. And I was like all ready for today. I was like, yeah. And then I had a distraction this morning. It's nothing but the devil trying to mess with my mind. Y'all, the devil don't have to touch you. He just has to distract you. And that's what he tries to do every day. So here's a little story, that is a tale that can like open your mind to living differently. They said there's.
Is she?
See, you being distracted. See?
Huh?
What is that?
I was checking my email.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. See? Easily distracted. See? What can I do with these two? What can I do? There's a tale told of a gifted bloodhound in England that started a hunt by chasing a full-grown male deer. It was the prize. During the chase, a fox crossed his path. So he began to chase the fox. Then a rabbit chased his hunting path. So he began to chase the rabbit. And after chasing the rabbit for a while, a tiny little field mice crossed his path. And he chased the mouse to the corner of the farmer's barn. The bloodhound had begun to hunt, chasing a prized male deer for his master, but wound up barking at a tiny little mice. All because he tried to focus on more than one thing at a time. As humans, we are equally guilty of this. We set so many expectations for ourselves that we often never even meet one of them. So my question to you, how many of us become distracted in life and never find our purpose? And once you found your purpose, if you're blessed to find your purpose, how many of us get so distracted that we start on the path, yet we never reach our end result? It's impossible to please everyone. Pray for discernment, connect to your intuition, and follow it, and never give up. That's actually my family's motto, never give up, because that's what they want you to do. Mm-hmm. They want you to give up. They want you to get distracted. That's what the enemy wants you to do. So it just gives me more energy. It has just inspired me more to get done what I need to get done, because I'm not going to let you win. And I'm going to put forth my energy and do what I need to do. So I hope this reaches someone this morning. Have you been distracted from your path with your purpose in life? Have you, I know and sometimes it's a bigger, better job that you think is going to, give you a better life. And you may have taken that bigger and better job, but you realize it takes you away from your family. You're traveling all over the country doing this, that, and the other, but your family is at home. Your legacy is at home. What you want to build, your generations are at home, but you're not there. Are you being distracted? Sometimes what glitters isn't gold. Open your mind to living differently in the world and focus. Sometimes you got to know it looks good, but it may not be good for you. Have you been distracted? Pashans, I know I'm going to ask you in your business and also with, working out with people. This is Wellness Wednesday. How often do we become distracted? Maybe the littlest thing. I know for me, if my schedule gets off, it knocks me off of my my weight loss path. But I'm like, oh no, I got to get back on this. I want to be toned up.
Distraction is an everyday thing for me. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I mentioned it earlier. I just I don't know what it is, but I get distracted real easily. But that's why you kind of have to, as a business mind, you have to plan things out ahead of time. Same thing even with your healthy lifestyle as well. You have to plan out things that you're going to eat on a daily basis, what time you're going to eat it for, things like that. So because if not, you get sidetracked. You get sidetracked, and then you be like, it's 4:00 already. Like, man, did I eat?
You're hungry.
Did I eat today?
And then you eat your child's food and everything you should be doing. You start finding any junk food that you have in there, or it's like, man, I gotta hurry up and eat something, and it's the wrong things. And I was guilty of that. Doing that, I used to, especially when I was by myself. I didn't care. I'll forget to eat late at night, and I'll think about it like, oh man, I gotta eat something, and I'll go to Burger King or McDonald's or something like that and grab the wrong thing. Pay for it the next day.
Pay for the
or maybe that night.
The next day, the whole life, really. So, but yeah, distraction is I think for everybody. I think everybody deals with distraction in some sort of way, with your phones, iPads. Just everything, So I mean, we have this technology in front of us that kind of makes it the way it is,
Right.
But you gotta, once again, it's about planning, and there's nothing wrong with having a phone, an iPad. That's important, but to some people, at the same time, you got to know what's
it's too important.
Exactly, you got to know what's more important. I guess the best way to explain it, but yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
Doc Griggs. Distractions.
So, part of the problem with distractions is other people's perception. So you can't get distracted by the distraction. If you're from the outside looking in, your life might look like a distraction. From the outside looking in, until you get to know what I was doing, you would think that I'm distracted until you realize that it's the same thing every time. It's get checked, get fit, get moving. You can't get distracted with the fact that you've been distracted. Every now and then, a very wise man, it depends on who your circle is, to help keep you in the lines.
We talk about our circle all the time.
A very wise man that's very tight in my circle. We were just talking this morning about, someone has to remind you what's the main thing. Mm-hmm. You always keep the main thing.
Keep the main thing the main
let
thing.
Let the main thing be the main thing is what he said. And, of course, I have to be reminded of that. But having your circle around you to remind you that, listen, you can tune out every other distraction. What are you trying to accomplish? What's the big goal? A lot of times the short-term goals can be a distraction from what the larger goal is, like you said with the bloodhound. Don't worry about that. We're all going to fall off course.
Right.
We might
I do every day.
In that story, what bothers me is that, the bloodhound was hunting alone. Normally in the woods, dogs hunt in packs, and it takes other dogs to bite him, nip him. Hey man, we got to go get this deer,
right?
Or the owner, it keeps them in the line. So it's tough going through the days. We live in an age of distraction. We have cell phones. I can be distracted by that phone you pointing at me right now.
You mean
get off? No. See, you point me back in the line. You point me back in the line. But just again, you keep the main thing. The main thing is surround yourself with people that will remind you of your goal, because your goals are your goals. They're not my goals. And you'll be fine.
And I'm glad you said that, because there are times in life where you do need to refocus, and there is a time of isolation and growth. But when you do reach out and you're focused and you realize what you're going to do, having that core group of people around you that are going to bring you to a higher level. And if you are the smartest one in your group,
then
you're in the wrong group.
That's like being the tallest midget.
You are in the wrong group. Because you are going to be distracted.
No slight to people that are
small person.
Small, yeah. No slight to that. But it's a matter of how high is your ceiling. If I'm looking beyond the sun and I want to one day fly past the sun, then I can't get distracted or let someone make me think that the ceiling is as high as I can go. And you got to surround yourself that's going to remind you, look, hey man, you don't want to go, didn't you want to go past the sun? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm cool with sitting on the moon, but you got work to do.
Well, Bashan, here's a great example of you. When you have, a student who's in a class who masters everything of a certain level, what happens? What do you do with them?
I show them something that they probably haven't seen before. Maybe just challenge them a little bit more. So maybe.
Oh, you mean so after they get the white belt, they do what?
They're going to learn new stuff. So it's going to take them to yellow belt and then green and so forth and so on.
So you don't keep them stuck in the same belt?
Of course not. No.
Oh, you mean so they have to grow?
Sometimes
you grow out of the people who are around you in that group?
Exactly.
Oh, imagine that.
They have to grow because, they can stay there and be complacent with that level, but it's up to them to grow
because they're never going to learn
get better and go further into their journey, in the training. So if not, then you're going to probably get bored and tired and distracted and want to
do everything but what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly, and want to quit. So it's important to keep striving for better and better and better. So I'm at a level right now where I don't test as often. So it takes me years and years and years. So I have to find things that's going to keep challenging me to
like Tai Chi.
There you go.
I
keep challenging me. Tai Chi.
I hear it coming.
Keep challenging me to succeed.
Focus. We're going to work on that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So.
I'm sorry, I distracted you.
There you go. See, but that's important. Distraction. Stay away from it. I'm speaking to myself though.
I know. No, trust me. This show. Look, y'all know I speak for myself. And another point of the show, and you brought this up a little bit early in what you were saying, Bashan's, but how many of us are distracted from our families?
Explain that.
How many of us with day-to-day life and you're distracted from your families or your children? And I was actually having this, and I don't want this to be a sexist conversation, but I was having this conversation with a gentleman a couple days ago, and he said the pressures of being a man and providing and protecting from your family sometimes, takes them away from their family so much that they do get distracted. And they focus on that. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing because you're supposed to provide and protect, but it's finding a balance. And for women, we get so distracted with taking care of everybody else that we forget to take care of our certain needs. And when you don't love yourself, you can't show love to others. So on both sides of the coin, getting distracted to the point where you're not taking care of your basic needs for men and women.
That's a matter of priority.
There you go. Planning, prioritizing.
If you're focused, it depends on your focus, and that's why it depends on who surrounds you. You need to surround yourself with people that understand. Your family, your friends, you might not talk to every day. If they have a need, you need to be able to pull your head up and address it. But if they understand you and where you're trying to go, they won't demand as much. Which is also important when you identify what your focus is. Sometimes you need help. And you need to be able to identify, look, Bashan, you got to be like, I can't teach. I have 50 people in this class. I need help. And especially if you're going to focus on a kid or an adult that might need a little extra help. You need someone to lead the class.
Exactly.
To take care of the things that you can't take care of and take care of them in a way that you would. So there's a lot more to it than the distractions. There's negative distractions. There's positive distractions. But as long as you keep with the main thing.
Let the main thing be the main thing.
The main thing. You can stay the course and get it done.
And I have actually a great little tool for this. We all have alerts on our phone. Sometimes just alert yourself at some point during the day. Let the main thing be the main thing. And you can put, titles to your alerts. Let the main thing be the main thing.
Yeah, so
that's not my thing. That was from somebody else came up with it. Someone a lot smarter than me came up with that.
To relate to the
We're
gentleman,
sharing it on the Good Life.
To relate to the gentleman you're talking about earlier. So, for example, for my, for our family, obviously I don't get home till late. So my wife and my son, they're home a lot, together, whatever, once after school. So I didn't get that quality time with him, but on the weekends I dedicate that time to him. And then at the same time, she's able to have her little time to herself, so that way she can kind of
balance it out.
You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. But so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's me and my son's time together. Now if she wants to tag along, that's fine. But I like, look, go
Well, I
do
hope
your,
she ain't listening right
go do your thing. But
We like alone time. I don't know what you're
No,
talking about, but it's necessary every now and then.
that's how it is.
I've been
Go
told that a lot lately.
Take your kid and come back tonight.
Right.
Don't come back till tonight when it's time to go to bed. Type of thing. Yeah, and that's fine with me. We go do our thing. Go, whatever. Bring him to laser tag, catch up on some movies or whatever it may be. He comes to class with me. He works, quote unquote, works with me on Saturdays. That's his job.
But how important it is for our children to see us work.
Exactly. And he develops that
work ethic.
Work ethic, yeah, exactly. I mean,
he's like, my dad is running this business to make sure my needs are taken care of. So he's not just out,
Yeah, I mean, you want to be your child's first, what's the word, role model, I guess. Somebody they want to be. So I like to think that I'm my son's, role model, I guess. So he always tells me, Dad, I want to be an instructor like you,
Aww.
And so he's already taken that role. I mean, this dude, he's like a boss, man. I'm like, okay, bro, go ahead.
Right.
You're 8 years old, calm down. So, but I mean, it's awesome to see. But yeah, definitely. But you gotta plan things out. You gotta prioritize. You gotta see what's more important. And I would think your family is more important than everything else, right? So
absolutely. And speaking of prioritize and making sure that we focus, sometimes it can be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that exactly when we get back, because sometimes you can have a noble endeavor and get really focused on it, but that can be your distraction. So we're going to get into that when we get back. So open your minds to living differently in the world. Make sure you stay tuned. This is a Good Life Wellness Wednesday. We will be right back.
Looking for that perfect gift for a birthday, an anniversary, or how about just to brighten someone's day? Mona's Accents is your one-stop shop for beautiful floral arrangements that are indeed perfect for any special occasion. Dedicated to quality, freshness, and customer satisfaction, Mona's Accents will surely take care of all of your floral needs. So stop by the shop located at 2109 North Claiborne Avenue or call us at 504-944-7001 and let us arrange and deliver your floral gifts. Again, that's 504-944-7001, or you can order online at www.monasaccents.com. Mona's Accents, freshness, quality, and customer satisfaction guaranteed.
Carter Business Development delivers. For businesses to compete, they must have access. Let CBD be your bridge for business development services, radio advertising, social media marketing, brand ambassador, outreach, and access. Contact Carter Business Development at 504-400-7127 or email Eileen@tglradioshow.com. Carter Business Development creates unfolding opportunities. CBD connects the dots from where you are to where you want to be. Join the good life now with Carter Business Development. 504-400-7127. 504-400-7127. As quoted, a man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time. Let CBD save you time and give you access. Call 504-400-7127. 504-400-7127. Take the steps required for access so you can live the good life too with Carter Business Development. That's 504-400-7127.
Rolling Along Productions presents the first annual Roots Reggae Culture Festival, happening Saturday, June 18th, 2016 at Tad Gormley Stadium in City Park. Gates open at 10 a.m. and the vibes lock off at 9 p.m. Featuring special guest performances by Ambush Reggae Band, Casa Samba, the legendary Third World Band, and more. Visit rrcfest.com for more info. Don't miss out on this celebration of roots reggae culture that the whole family can enjoy. One love. We'll see you there.
It was 96 degrees in the shed.
Hey, it's Chuck Perkins of the Conscious Hour on WBOK 1230 AM, here to tell you about mobile banking at Liberty Bank and Trust Company. You're always on the move, and they're here to keep up and give you the power to manage your own money from the palm of your hand. If you need to check balances, transfer money, or make a few transactions, mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download their mobile app. Mobile Bank at Liberty Bank today, and keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank, there's freedom here. FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Gentili Italian Pie is home to the $5 Family Happy Hour. Specials on pizza, wings, and drinks Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Gentili Italian Pie does fresh for the entire family. Salads, pizza, pasta, wings, and oven-baked sandwiches. Gentili Italian Pie offers lunch and dinner in a new, modern atmosphere surrounded by big screen TVs. Dine in or carry out by calling 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. Relax. Have a drink from the fully stocked bar or beer on tap while your order is made from the freshest ingredients. Gentili Italian Pie, 4706 Paris Avenue, is home where everybody knows your name. So bring the family to Paris and Marabout for the $5 Family Happy Hour, Tuesday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Gentili Italian Pie. Dine in or carry out, 504-826-9180. That's 504-826-9180. You gotta try the pie. That's the original Italian pie, located at Paris and Marabout in Gentili.
When I got hit in a car accident, the insurance company tried to give me less than I knew I deserved. I called Maurice Reed Jr. He got me $150,000.
I'm Maurice Reed Jr. If you got hit in a car accident, call me, 488-HELP.
WBOK, real talk for real times.
And welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind.
In a different lane.
We are here on Wellness Wednesday. I have my partner in health, Doc Griggs, here, and we are here to get your mind right because, y'all, it's that time. We cannot be distracted. We talked a little bit about Tai Chi this morning. It helps release some of that negative energy. It helps relieve that stress. Get your mind right. Try it out. You never know. Try something new. But I really want us to focus on distractions. And we talked about, different areas of it, but I really wanted to talk about it from a little bit different perspective. Mm-hmm. There are some people who are a little bit holier than thou when they get on their horses. And, I think we've all been in this situation where you know that you know that you know, and you're going to let everybody else know that you know, right? But guess what?
That you know that you... Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I got distracted by the nose.
But when you know that you know, you go at it, right?
Right.
But sometimes that can be a distraction, and we may not look at it that way. So I want to just, drop a seed, open your mind, give you different perspective. There are many important and noble endeavors, which are quite simply distractions if we allow them to overpower our lives. Most like to think themselves caring, loving, and this means that there are a high correlation with those who are concerned with the ills of the world and the suffering and plights of others, and that is a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. Yet, this can result in an obsessive focus on large-scale social issues. People who are holier now, and you just have to do this because this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And, that gets to the point where you're looking at them like, really?
Yeah.
And not that it's not a good thing, because it is, but the way that you approach me and the way that you deliver your message.
Your main thing might not be
everybody's main thing. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Your main thing may not be everybody's main thing. So with social ills, we imagine that we can come up with solutions, which we can through writing, debating, protesting, or conflict, or arguing, or calling into the radio and arguing. Oh, wait, did I say that? Oh, I'm sorry. Convincing our fellow human beings to employ who we will certainly follow us, right?
Exactly.
Right? If I argue enough, they're going to follow me because I'm right.
Yeah.
Right?
Say yeah, what she said.
Right? Thus correcting the current state of affairs because I know I'm right.
That's what she said.
Right? How many of us do that?
She slammed her fist. That wasn't me.
I'm just saying.
Busting me upside the head in here.
Right.
Yeah.
While progress is definitely possible,
help.
This approach can be a bit naive, even if admirably optimistic. This thinking tends to assume we have more ability to assess the current situation and more ability to foresee the best course of action of everyone, and more ability to control the actions of others than we really do. Did I open your mind?
Yeah, whatever she said, yes.
Did I open your mind?
Is this about bullying?
Do you have, well, you know, you can see it however you want to see it. Sometimes the more ability to control the actions of others than we really do. Even if we imagine we could know everything that needs to be done, how then would we make everyone do it, i.e. control them? Let me repeat that for you one more time. Even if we imagine that we know everything that needs to be done, because I know everything and I'm right all the time.
Did you just roll your neck?
I rolled it.
Oh.
And then how would we make everybody do it, i.e. control them? Molding the world to our liking, in quotation marks, for good or ill is not the aim. Rather than fixing the world, our purpose calls us to fix ourselves.
Bam.
Did y'all get that little nugget? Did you get that nugget?
Yeah, that sounded like Michael Jackson.
Bam.
Oh, yeah, the man in the mirror. Mm-hmm.
Oh, imagine that.
She popped it.
Did y'all get that? I'm going to say it again. Rather than fixing the world, our purpose calls on us to fix ourselves. I am here to work on me, and you are here to work on you. The only thing I can really control is my choices, my actions, and my character. Did you hear the my?
Wow.
I didn't say yours. I said mine. My choices, my actions, my character. That's what you are here to work on. You. Even the most noble of causes, feeding starving children, helping the sick, securing justice and human rights, are things that are ultimately not in our control. An attachment to good causes is still an attachment. And it's just as assuredly to be a roadblock to your own destruction, even if you have the best intentions. Now, this is not to say that we shouldn't love our neighbor as ourselves and take care of the less fortunate. We are only as strong as the least of us. Yet when we cross that line of holier than thou, we are acting out our selfish love for our neighbor. Or I should say, are we acting out of selfish love for our neighbor or selfish love of ourselves?
You said something that just struck me, though. We are only as strong as the weak of us. No, I am only as strong as my weakest iniquity.
Oh, thank you.
I'm only as strong as what I know is my sore spot. And having the demon is having to deal with that and having to admit that. You know, when I talk about health, I tell people to get checked, get fit, get moving, as you know. But I tell people the first thing to do is acceptance. If I tell you you're diabetic, you have to accept the fact that no matter how much weight you lose, no matter how much you change your lifestyle, you will always be diabetic. It's just that, you know, if you live within the parameters of your disease, then you can live a happy lifestyle. Even if it's bad news, if you decide to have a positive attitude towards it. I have a very dear friend, and I can't get choked up about it. You know, the 40s has been a rough decade, but I have a very dear friend that's diagnosed with a very rare type of breast cancer. She's had the mastectomy, and she decided a month ago that that's it. She's not doing any more chemo. She's traveling the world right now. She's going to make the best of what she has, do what she can with what she has. We never know when our work is done. Your homework and your work here is your work here.
Absolutely.
The reason that we grieve is because of, you know, it's for selfish reasons. But when someone's finished their work, you can't stay in the 12th grade forever. Eventually, you got to graduate from high school. You got to keep it moving.
Right.
And we may not understand it. It may not be fair because we'll miss them, but their work is done. It's the exact same thing. We just have to be able to accept whatever our circumstances are, and I have to accept that she's a little pushy with her goals today. I'm gonna stay away from Eileen until maybe she'll get distracted and wants to calm down. Yeah, but I
was feeling the message.
We have to accept, and that's the biggest thing is in dealing with focus and dealing with all that. If you deal with the fact that I'm easily distracted, and that's my big faux pas, I need to surround myself with people that will keep me in line, and I can't even get distracted with looking at other people and trying to judge them.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But how many of us do that? Your thing is health, and there are doctors that are like, you have to eat this way, and kind of force it down their patient's throat rather than having a conversation, having them have an understanding and know why they should do it for themselves.
It's amazing how many people.
You see what I'm saying? That's a totally different way to have a conversation with somebody.
I don't want to hear that stuff today, man. I don't want to hear it either. So don't talk to me about it. You don't know who I am. Well, I feel like eating a cheeseburger is what I feel like. That's what I'm gonna do. And so it's just a matter of staying in your home and then looking at yourself first before you go out.
Because how many of us do get distracted with that? We get distracted on a mission. Whether it be a mission for good or bad, we get distracted from a mission, and we're so busy pointing fingers at others, that we don't realize that we're being controlling, manipulative, and causing pain for other people with our prayer in our mind for justice, or for social change, or for equity for all. But we are, consuming other people with fear mongering or hate. You can't play both sides of the coin. Yeah, you can't be about love, happiness, compassion, and understanding, and then be spreading fear.
You got to have those people around you. We're like, okay, wait, that's too much. We're like, Griggs, that's too much. Back up. Oh, I'm messing up.
Like there's a line.
No idea. Oh, sorry, my bad. But there's a lot of it's all in the people you surround yourself with. You can preach so much to the point that you no longer have anyone in the pews.
Thank you. Wait, say that one more time. I like that.
Preach so much that you don't have anyone in the pews. Okay, I get it. I want you to be healthy. Okay, Griggs, did you see the game last night? Yeah, but the stress causes that. Man, I don't want to hear that. Did you watch the game?
Exactly. And you know what? Even with we talk about voting every Friday, and this goes to so many different aspects of life. And there are people who are disengaged, but I know I want to vote, but that might not be their thing. I'm not going to throw it down their throat. But you know what? These are reasons that may affect you. That maybe it could help you if you did.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But you know what? This may be a different way of looking at it. Instead of trying to drive something down somebody's throat because you believe it's the right thing, maybe just drop a seed of information and let it be. They are on their journey, and they're going to get there when they're supposed to. You cannot control anyone but yourself. And unless you're perfect, and the only perfect person I know is God, so right. I know none of us are. So unless you're perfect, stop playing perfect.
Yeah, people will run. You'll find yourself walking up like,
I run from a lot of people. Like Deuces, pew.
Yeah. Do they get pew?
I'm out. Watch my dust. Look for me.
Right. And a lot of times your message will get out by your behavior. My grandmother always said, let who you are and what you've done be established before you get into the room. Let your work speak for you. No one has to. You don't have to say it if you live it and you're consistent with it.
Sometimes you should really open your mind to how people react to you. I want all of our listeners to do that today.
Mm-hmm.
Notice
if
how
y'all
people...
still listening, if she ain't bullied y'all off the air, if she still... y'all come back. They can't even hear me if I tell them to come back.
I hope it's not a distraction. Open your mind to living differently in the world. Like, pay attention to how you make people feel. And don't react. Don't react. Just pay attention to how you make people feel. We have Brother Assad on line, too. Brother Assad, welcome to The Good Life. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you guys for taking my call. Now, I know Brother Lee said we had to make it quick. So I was listening. I caught the kind of the end of the last conversation that you guys were having, and you were reading a quote about individuality, and we're only responsible for ourselves. I was wondering, have we in a society moved away from, like, accountability? So I hear a lot of times, and this is kind of involved in that conversation and kind of aside. A lot of times I hear people say stuff like, well, don't judge. Usually when they say don't judge me, it means don't hold me accountable for my actions, even though I'm doing a whole bunch of messed up stuff. So how does that relate to individuality, and how does it relate to, I guess, not being too pushy with your particular agenda, but pointing out to some people that your individual actions also have consequences on the group dynamic?
I think that's exactly what we're talking about. We were talking before about your circle and the people that are surrounded with you, to help keep you focused, but also to be your social barometer as when it's too much. What you bring to the group is energy that can either enhance the group or it can destroy the circle. So the accountability is established by your circle.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Sort of. What do you say, Sister Eileen? At first, let me say this, though. I'm sorry they moved your time because I don't get to listen to the show as much.
Oh, well, you can always catch us on Spreaker. It's a Spreaker app. And if you follow us on Facebook, The Good Life Radio Show, I put the link to the show. So you can never miss a show because it's important. That's The Good Life. Make sure you follow. And the conversation was, we are put here on this earth, in my opinion, I don't want to press on anyone else, in our opinion, to make ourselves a better person. And when we make ourselves better people, I think that energy then spreads to others with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding. I'm not here to judge you. God's your judge. I am not your judge. But if my child is doing something that I don't feel is good for him, I'm obviously going to help guide him in the right direction. But he has to learn things for himself. I can't control him. He is not for me. God put me in his life to help guide him, but God is his source. He has to deal with that. I'm going to be gone one day. And so he has to have that connection. So people in your life, you're, maybe there to guide them or to help them. And, God's going to use you from time to time, but you can't control anybody else. And when you start to control them and they're uncomfortable, they're not that connection is gone. They're not even listening to you anymore. So at the point that they're not even listening to you anymore, how is that working out?
And judging me for my individuality might be wrong, but judging the way that I treat other people, that's your impact on society. There's your accountability right there. There's certain things that that's just not right.
Right.
You as an individual, I can't say is right or wrong, but how you treat other people is a whole other story.
How you treat people with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding. And for me, I'm just saying, sometimes we get on a mission and we believe that we are correct. But sometimes we go too far with, pushing our thoughts and feelings on other people. And that's not the good life. So open your minds to living differently in the world. Do it with a little love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding. They may not see the light today, but they may tomorrow if you don't pressure them so hard.
Thank you guys for taking my call.
Absolutely. That is Wellness Wednesday. We are out. Thank you so much for listening. And if, you can't get the show all the time, make sure you follow us on Spreaker.com or follow us on Facebook, The Good Life Radio Show. We put all of our shows there, so you never have to miss it. And I'm sure this is one that you want to share. So get the link, text it, tweet it, Instagram it, all that other stuff.
All that.
This is Wellness Wednesday. We're out.